Hello everyone. Today I will be telling you about one such technique which, if you master, you can master the entire Indian classical music. Well, I am not exaggerating. You will understand it if you watch this complete series. So before I explain today's topic, let me show you something. I'm going to sing four completely different phrases in Raag Durga only with the Sargam part. Okay, so let me turn on the Tanpura. So the first phrase Sare ma pare ma pa dha ma pare sa. Then the second one Sare ma re sa re ma sa. Third one Sa re ma pa dha ma pa re sa. And the fourth one Sa re ma pa dha ma pa re sa. Okay, now here is a question for you. Do these four different phrases which I just demonstrated, do they sound like four different ideas, or do you think that they all come from the same underlying principle? Think about it. Take a guess. Well, the surprising answer is every one of those phrases was generated using just one technique, but they sound different, right? So, by the end of this video, you will not only understand that particular technique, which is also known by the name Merukhand, you will be able to create your own musical phrases, alaaps, taans, and even beginnings of your own compositions as well. Not by memorizing the hundreds of patterns. Okay, you have to understand the logic, the fundamental principle, and compose your own music yourself. Now, why actually this matters at all? Why should you focus on this? Because, see, most of us, okay, including myself, I have gone through this. We spend years of collecting the ragas, alankars, bandishes, and that's wonderful, I mean. But let me ask you one thing. Suppose someone teaches you 50 beautiful phrases. What happens when you want to sing the 51st phrase? It's difficult, right? You have only memorized it probably, and you will not be able to understand how to recreate a new phrase, or you will probably wait for a teacher to show it for you. Or many of us, we generally just copy the different singers, maestros, and we try to mimic them and reproduce whatever they are doing. But what if you can create the new phrases yourself? Well, this freedom is what we are trying to develop today. So we will focus on 8 different aspects one by one so that you will understand how a single technique can help you master the entire Indian classical music. Okay, so the 8 different parts. First, today we will be focusing on the introduction and theory of Merukhand. Then in the second part, we will focus on the logic, a little bit maths, not much, don't be afraid. Okay, of the Merukhand. Then practicing that logic in Raag Durga, very basic thing. Then actually constructing the phrases in Raag Durga, followed by constructing the alaaps in the fifth one, along with the some aesthetical elements. In the sixth one, how to construct the Layakari using the same technique. Seventh one, we will also see how we can construct different types of taans using the same technique. And then on the last eighth day or the eighth video, we will focus on the application of this particular techniques in different rags. So try to understand how important this particular technique is, and it is going to give you that particular freedom of creating your own compositions and mastering the entire Indian classical music. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is the first part. So let us first focus on the introduction of the technique. Now the Merukhand is quite popular name. Maybe many of you might have come across this name already. So this particular technique, many musicians uh, they associate Merukhand with the magnificent improvisational style of Ustad Amir Khan. And that is true. His alaaps often had remarkable sense of structure, endless variety, and the Merukhand practice is widely regarded as one of the most important methods that has helped him to develop that particular approach. One of his disciples, Pandit Amarnath, I will provide the link in the description of this video as well. So he has several videos on this explaining how Ustad Amir Khan learned and mastered the Merukhand style and created his own style, which later got popular by the name of Indore Gharana. However, the Merukhand itself is much older than Ustad Amir Khan. The roots go back several centuries. So how? Let's travel back nearly 800 years or so. So somewhere around 13th century, 12th, 13th century, a great scholar on Indian classical music, a Sanskrit Pandit named Sharangadeva, he wrote a book called Sangeet Ratnakar. So in the Sangeet Ratnakar, he discusses concepts such as Prastar, Taan, and Khandameru. So this system, it deals with systematic permutations and combinations of swaras. Now in Carnatic music, a closely related concept which is also known as Prastar, I think derived from the same, the different arrangements of these swaras are explored to create new melodic possibilities. Now, I hope you have understood that it is not a modern invention. It is a part of our musical heritage. So, what is this technique? Now, I will also let you know about my personal connection with this particular technique. This approach I am going to share today was taught in a beautiful practical form, uh, which, or I would say, I got this from my Guru Parampara. I learned it from my Guruji, who received it from his Guruji, Pandit Vijay Bakshiji. I will also provide links of Pandit Vijay Bakchi's videos on Merukhand techniques in the description below. You can also check that. Very important. So, and as I mentioned, Pandit Amarnath ji as well. And also Thakur Jaidev Singh. So, he was a great scholar who has explained these ideas from Sangeet Ratnakar in great detail. So I will share those links in the description as well. So if you want to check some more details from Sangeet Ratnakar, and if you are not well versed with the Sanskrit literature of, or you are kind of bored of reading so much, you can just listen to those videos of Thakur Jaidev Singh ji, and you will get that idea as well. Now, if you're interested in exploring the history or more about the Merukhand techniques, I think you can just explore those videos as well. Very useful. Now, before we begin the journey of this Merukhand technique, I want to know that this isn't a quick 5 minute trick. Okay, so I mean, I will take you through that, but please be what I can say, please understand that this is not a magical trick, although it is only one technique, but you have to learn it, understand it systematically. I will take you through that. That's why this video series or very long video I am creating for you. Now, think of it as like kind of a workshop, you can say. So we will build that idea slowly, eventually, and you can also try to practice with me or sing with me. You can pause the videos in between and you can try to practice it so that you learn that technique yourself. And then you can use the same idea to create astonishing variety of music of your own. So by the end of this video, as I mentioned, you will be able to understand practicing the swaras more effectively, developing the better control over a rag, create your own musical phrases and patterns, build alaaps, build taans, practice the gamak, meet, these kind of ornamentations, explore the Layakari part, and finally you can adapt the same logic to apply it to different ragas. So here is my request to you. Don't just watch this particular video and go through all the videos and also sing with me. Because if you do that, only then you are going to understand it yourself and you will also realize the beauty of this particular technique, which will help you to create your own music. So that is very important. You enjoy your musical freedom. So whenever I ask you to pause, try something yourself and please do it. So even if you make mistake, that's fine. I have made mistakes. I'm still doing some mistakes. So that's perfectly fine. It takes time. We'll gradually build it up. And Merukhand, it's not just about getting every pattern right at the first. So it's about training your musical mind, thinking creatively, and exploring different aspects of music. It's a vast music. So, are you ready? Great. Let's begin with the simple mathematics behind this musical system of Merukhand.